you could obliterate 3 bands from the planet, who would they be?
Fuck, I'm almost scared to say
Holy
it, man.
shit.
Can we bleep it out?
Yeah, you guys could cut. You guys edit this, right?
Well, yeah.
I'm seriously scared to say it because knowing Mark, he wouldn't bleep it out, and then I'd be fucked.
Why is that? Was it someone we had on the show?
No,
Okay.
no, it isn't anyone on the show or coming on the show or any of that. But I'm scared to like rile up that rage up there. I'll be honest. Okay,
Why?
I don't know.
We just talked about this.
I
It doesn't matter.
I know.
You'll get some hate tweets for sure. I mean, if it's anyone of consequence.
Well, Twitter, I'm not too worried about because there's only like 20 people that follow me. So like, I'm relatively new to Twitter, so I'm not too worried about that.
Come on, out with it. Which band?
I think one of my like in the top 3 ones that I don't like at all, like Tragically Hip is in there, man. I am not a fan of Tragically Hip at all. Like
you know what? That's not as uncommon as you'd think. I know a lot of people who don't get it.
See,
I don't. Sorry, go ahead.
I understand. Okay, I'm not from Canada, so I didn't grow up with them, but I know people that are songwriters and their music and their songwriting helped a lot of other songwriters, hone their craft kind of thing. So I get that, but the music itself, it's on the radio. I'm like,
yeah, that's kind of my take. I'm sort of like, yeah, they're good, but I don't see the fuss. And conversely, I've never understood, and again, I'm not saying I'm a big fan. I've never understood the hate that Nickelback gets. What about them has pushed people's buttons? Like, okay, they're, when you say like a band sucks, but most bands that you've heard of are probably pretty good at whatever it is they do. But like I played with indie bands I played with bands that suck. I mean, like can't sing, can't write, can't play. Nickelback can do all of those things, and
I will agree.
I just don't get it. I don't know why.
Again, as like a foreigner, so to speak. Well, I am a foreigner, but Nickelback around the world is well known and respected, except in Canada. It's and same with Justin Bieber, same with Celine Dion.
Yeah, I don't fucking get it, man. Like when we were talking about royalties and stuff in shows, I was thinking of Nickelback. Like they did the theme song for Hockey Night in Canada with Kid Rock for like a season or 2, right? And then there's a Transformers movie. They got a song in there too. I've got all their albums. Like I'm a fan of Nickelback, big time. I am. Like fucking, I don't see the shit. I don't see the shit.
You know what? You probably get more hate for saying that.
Yeah,
than for not liking it.
Maybe.
But the thing, like I said, like I don't actually own any of their records, but they don't evoke that feeling in me. Like I just look at them and I think like, okay, well, like if you like that kind of guitar rock, like that, they're fine. Like they do it as well as any of those other bands. It's almost like it's become like a thing, like their like insert joke about them.
Yeah.
And what I've never been able to understand is what about them made them those guys? Like why? Like I'm sure they don't care. Like I'm sure Chad Kroeger is doing just fine, sleeping on piles of money and selling more records than almost anybody. I just, and to be honest, I know a few people who know them. Like I wouldn't call them mutual friends, but like I know some people who have toured with them or played shows. They're supposed to be like the 4 of the nicest guys like ever. So I'm not sure why it happened that they became this lightning rod for people.
The butt of the joke, right?
I had a conversation with a hater, and one of the reasons is that this person said it like their music is very simple and it's not very innovative, and then the lyrics like I want a big mansion and I want a bathroom size of a baseball field or whatever the lyrics is.
Rockstar song?
Yeah, that one. That rubs people the wrong way, apparently.
I disagree. I fucking love that song. I love the video too.
I know,
How
but
like
it's
everybody singing it, right?
But it's the words saying that I want $1 million because I earned that or whatever. It's a sense of entitlement that's coming out of the song that rubs people the wrong way. That's
I want
how
$1 million.
That's how I understood it. I mean, I'll take it too. Yeah.
Right. I don't think that guy knows what he's talking about.
If I had
like what I mean, so much popular music is simple and so many lyrics are vapid. Like the conclusion I always draw with Nickelback is like they're kind of this generation's Kiss. They write big rock riff songs. The lyrics are kind of, you know, overtly like Kiss sang about being rock stars and Kiss sang about women, and basically that's kind of Nickelback's deal. And you know, but you know, there's something about those guys that strike a chord on people, and it's lost on me. I don't get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, like you were gonna say, like that person was saying about the $1 million and singing about it. So why, like, why can Bare Naked Ladies do it? Right? If I had $1 million and sing that song, and that's okay.
Because they're dreaming about it. If I had $1 million, I'd buy whatever.
Yeah, but that's what the rock star song's about too.
Yeah, but
like I want to be a rock star. If I was a rock star, I'd have a private jet. I'd be doing all this shit. Yeah,
because I don't mind Nickelback at all.
I think there's a bit of I think it's jealousy.
Could be.
Maybe
there's got to be some of that in there. I mean, like as someone who really enjoys hating a band with the best of them, to me there's way more bands that earn that
hatred or dislike, right?
Yeah, like and for me, like I really hate pretentious music, like anything that sort of, you know, is really overtly kind of like over the top artistic or avant-garde. Like some of that stuff kind of annoys me. Like when, I mean, I get, yes, music is art, but it's also music. And some of the bands that are sort of a little hoity-toity can kind of like chafe me a little bit. You know what I mean? Like the ones that are sort of credited with being geniuses, or I mean,
like
listen,
who?
I've never understood Radiohead's popularity, quite frankly. They their music is very unmelodic to me. The sound of that guy's voice drives me crazy. The voice of the guy in the Smiths drives me crazy. I probably shouldn't say this because they're Canadian, but I can't stand any Arcade Fire songs. They drive me nuts. But the thing about those bands is they're considered like high art, whereas Nickelback is like a joke. And I always sort of like, I think that's when I started getting defensive of Nickelback, even though I'm not a fan. Like I kind of wanted to defend them because I thought like at least their music, you can sing along to it. Like half of this other stuff is tuneless, you know, meandering drivel.
Well, you mentioned Arcade Fire, and that's really a polarizing band because either you hate them or you love them.
Yeah,
there's
I
no
have friends who love them.
Yeah,
I'm not one of them.
What's one of their big songs?
They're well, big. They don't
like. If I heard them, I can't even think of one of their songs.
The
name.
You know, I'm trying to blank. I don't even know.
Right?
Oh, they had what was that big song they had? Like the one where they're walking down the street, Rise Up, like that.
No, well, maybe, but the one I have in mind is oh, I have the tune in my head. I had.
See, at least with Nickelback, we can think of a name of a song, right?
Well, I was arguing with someone the other day about whether or not the Go-Go's should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and someone was saying that they shouldn't, that they're kind of like disposable or whatever. And I said, name 2 songs by Radiohead, and he could say, well, Creep. I said, okay, no, I said 2. He couldn't do another one. I'm like, they're in. I think one of the requirements of getting in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, if you're going to have such a stupid thing, I should be able to name more than one of your songs.